now?
Yes.
Okay, good. A lot of the speakers spoke about a lot of things, but nobody's brought up what we could lose. And I have very big concerns about the pine barrens that are going to be affected by this. I was looking at the diagrams of where the development would be, particularly on the north end of the west runway. There are stands of pure pitch pine forest. This is a very important ecosystem in the pine barrens, and I'm very concerned that developing this could. We've lost a lot of pine barrens on Long Island. This is one of the largest areas left of the pine barrens that still is up for grabs. And I think I'm asking you to make sure that those pines are protected, because if they are destroyed, it's going to have a very negative impact on the wildlife, the ecosystem. I mean, I walk in that area. It's absolutely beautiful. If you've ever been there, you know it's absolutely beautiful. We can't lose this beautiful, beautiful space, in my opinion. Honestly, I know that I was listening to a lot of you said about the fact that it has to be, economic development stuff. But when Grumman was there, they never touched those woods. So why should we touch those woods now? That's my comment.
So, John, if I may, going back in time and prior to transfer, the United States Navy owned about 10,000 acres. Of that 10,000 acres, over 1,000 acres of the 10,000 site was donated to the Calverton National Cemetery.
Okay.
In addition, approximately 2,935 acres were donated to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation for wildlife management. And then the remainder of the property was transferred to the town of Riverhead for economic development.
Okay.
But directly to your comment, as to the town-owned property received from the Navy, the town, in its final supplemental generic environmental impact statement, is preserving existing woodland of 787.3 acres and grassland of approximately 580 acres. In addition, the core Pine Barrens parcel, we call it Lot 1 on the 8-lot subdivision map, will be also preserved in perpetuity.
Okay, where is that on the map exactly?
Is that
is that
to
the
the
area I was
west
describing?
of the western runway, and towards, in part, the bottom area that you described. In addition, John, there is a tiger salamander pond just at the end of the western runway, which also contains woodland known as Lot 8 on the map.
Okay.
That lot will also be preserved.
Okay.
So from what I'm describing to everybody, all members of the public, there is a significant amount of preservation. And in the resolution and letter agreement, we continue and repeat and require it as a condition that those preservation goals be fulfilled.
Yeah, because that's a beautiful area. If you walk along that north end, it's absolutely beautiful. There's like a little, the grasslands meet the pines, and this area is just nothing but pines. It's absolutely spectacular. I don't want to see pine barrens lost, I don't want to see any more pine barrens lost.
Correct. I assure everyone, the core Pine Barrens area, 200 and...
Just about 300 acres.
Yeah. It's
like 400 acres, I think.
no, it's at least approximately 300 acres. And I
At
will
least
tell it, go ahead.
I will say that maybe they can clarify things on the map as to what areas will be sold to the developer, what areas could be developed as far as, removal of vegetation, so people know, because right now, there's no real map to explain all that. At least I haven't seen any.
It's all online, John. It's actually online.
On the
If you
town's
go
website.
to Town of Riverhead, go to the
I've
bottom.
seen the map that has all those, looks like buildings put on all the north end of the runway. That's all pine barrens over there.
No, John, you know, you can go online, Town of Riverhead, Riverhead at a glance, quick links, scroll down to EPCAL development, click, and if you go into the most recent updated consistency analysis, March 26th of 2020,
Okay,
and you will see, go to the appendix, you'll see a list of exhibits. In those
Okay.
exhibits, you will see preserved areas for maps of preserved areas for every kind of habitat, whether it's
Okay.
tiger, salamander, short-eared bats. Am I saying that right or wrong? Long-eared, short-eared bats? Short-eared bats, grassland birds, you'll see it.
yeah, but all right, I'm gonna look for it, but I'm just trying to get a clear answer as to the area that I'm talking about on the north end, the northern part of the western runway, from Route 25 down is Pine Barrens, or, you know, is that area going to be destroyed?
Yeah, so John, Frank just made it clear, it's really the DEC who directs the areas of preservation,
Okay,
okay?
so I would have to address the DEC.
Well,
Well, the areas that are shown as being preserved on all of EPCAL property is at the direction, wasn't our choice, or we were working with the DEC, but the DEC was telling us, you need to preserve X number of acres of grassland. We want
Yeah.
it over here. We want you to take care of the pine trees, whatever it was. The endangered species, the habitats were all identified by the DEC. In fact, of the 1,600 acres or so that CAT would be leased under this project, the program we're doing now, over 1,000 of those acres are in those areas that must be preserved.
Yeah, okay. I'll have to look at the map. I just wanted to know if that area that I'm talking about is in that preservation area, but I guess I have to look at
Yeah,
the
you'll
map.
have to
here
take
for
a
the
yeah, and
answer.
John, if you have any difficulty, you can just email me.
I will.
Okay,
Okay, I have to go now, but thank you for answering my questions.
sure.